Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the New Orleans Hornets. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So, Clark, when a team faces the front end of a back-to-back, what changes in their approach?
You know, by and large, I think they play it normally for the most part, Kevin. But if they are up big or down big with a quarter to go, I think that's when they might consider thinking about tomorrow.
And he gets the bucket.
These are the shots you want Mashburn taking because he's that good on offense.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Raptors. Bremer passes to Walker. Here's Bremer. He's guarded by Davis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Bremer. Just 3 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Wesley. Williams with the block. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Not just a solid free throw shooter. Wesley does a lot for this team.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Bremer, coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And just about a minute into the first quarter. The kick out to Walker, fires the 3. Good, and Pierce gets the assist.
And Walker, more than capable stretch 4. A big man with range for days, and how about the confidence?
Now here's Davis, and he just worked New York in that last game. Here's Mashburn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mashburn's got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Williams. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Walker driving to the basket. And a missed layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Bounce pass, Davis. Here's Mashburn. Rebound by Williams.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Bremer passes to Pierce. Pierce is doubled. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth-quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
Yeah, it was definitely a gut check with W for them. I mean, they never gave up or gave in, even when things looked bad for them.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Pass to Williams. No good that time. New Orleans leading by 5. Davis kicks to Wesley. On the wing, Brown. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Mashburn. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Good team basketball. Nice find there.
Here's Bremer. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
That's the idea. Get the ball inside, get a good look, and see if you can draw some fouls.
New Orleans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses.
Certainly not his strength, but McGlure, to his credit, doing the best he can from the line.
And the second free throw, good. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Bremer. He's guarded by Davis. Williams scanning the floor. Here's Pierce. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. New Orleans leading by 6. Now here is Davis. Nothing on the board. Pass to Mashburn. And he converts the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Bremer. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Now here's Davis. D right on him. Pass to Wesley. Here's Mashburn. He's guarded by Williams. Wesley the pass to McGlure. Just 4 to shoot. There's Brown with the 3. And he recovers it.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Celtics foul call. Paul Pierce. First personal foul.
The Hornets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
At the line for the Hornets, P.J. Brown. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Pierce. Plays it up and banks it in.
Nice job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Wesley. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Walker. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Pass to Pierce. Hornets with the rebound. McGlure's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wesley the pass to Alexander. Down low. Shot's good by Wesley. Wesley's got 6.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Now, here's Walker. Pass to Pierce. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. New Orleans leading by 12.
Celtics foul. Jamal Williams. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Wesley against Pierce. From 15 feet away, the rebound by the Celtics.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Mashburn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Knicks in New York.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Three-pointer. Alexander gets the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Pierce's shot is good.
How about the response from Pierce? Right back at you.
New Orleans leading by 10. Here's Alexander. Another key contributor to that nice win against New York. And it's Wesley missing. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Gets it down to single digits. Pierce has got his third basket of the night right there.
Hustle being rewarded that time for Paul Pierce. Excellent execution on the break.
Here's Alexander. No good with the layup. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Pierce finds Williams. Back to Pierce. Pass to Walker. 6 to shoot. Over Mashburn. Walker's shot is off. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Wesley the pass to Alexander. Here's Mashburn. 8 points for him. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Pierce, and it's denied.
Hey, if you lack rim protection, you will be taken advantage of. That's great defense.
Rebounded by the Celtics. Now Williams. Scoreless thus far. They set the pick. Pass to McCarty. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his third assist on the night. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Look who's coming on the court. It's yours. Substitution on the court.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Hornets. 6-point lead. Here's Alexander. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 6. They need this one. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Williams with a clean look. Ogman pulls it in.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better. Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
Pass to Delk. Back to Williams.
2 minutes remaining.
On the wing, Williams. Walker taking his time here. Shoots over Brown. Shot's good by Walker. And now it's just a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. 1:41 left to play here in the first. Pass to Alexander. To the middle.
I think that's what this team wants to see out of Campbell, getting aggressive on the inside and initiating contact.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
That free throw missing.
Growing up in Inglewood, in the shadow of the Lakers' home arena, Eldon Campbell had NBA dreams. Great to see this young man in the league.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Boston with it. It's a 5-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
The Hornets leading by 5. Drives to the hoop.
Like seeing Davis focus on getting the ball around to other people, solid at recognizing when his teammate has an advantage.
Davis against Williams. There's 47 seconds left in the first. It's stolen by Davis. To the paint, wants to get it to Brown and does. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Excellent feed from Baron Davis that time.
Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Williams. Here's Delp. Still yet to score. Now Walker, 18 feet out. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And you know, Walker is really reliable as a catch-and-shoot guy because he's thinking shot even before the pass gets there.
Davis, 2 points. That one goes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Williams. On the wing, Walker. And so it's New Orleans in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
That one drops for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Bremer. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Pierce. And he lays it straight in.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Mashburn, defended by Pierce. Pass to Wesley, just 5 on the clock. New Orleans moving it around. Here's McClure. Rebound Boston. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Here's McCarty. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Bremer, the kick out to Pierce. Picked his pocket. And here's the fast break. Knocked loose. Here's Delp. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's Pierce with the jam!
Pierce not giving the defense any chance to stop him on that drive.
Over to the left wing. Here's Mashburn. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And a potentially loaded draft class coming up. But the star of it all has to be the high schooler from Akron, Ohio, LeBron James.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a player as hyped as James. Almost impossible for him to live up to it. But he's as skilled as any player we've ever seen out of high school.
It's good. And now an 11-point Hornets lead.
Smart pass from Wesley there. A savvy guard who understands when to give the ball up.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Pierce. From outside the arc, that's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Paul Pierce does a bit of everything. Such a deadly scorer, and he is giving this team fits.
Here's Mashburn. He's got 12. The rebound by Pierce. Celtics trail by 8. Driving inside. Bremer with the bucket.
Oh, love his mindset. Go to the basket. Be aggressive.
The Hornets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Mashburn. Here's Drew. And here comes the break. Here's Delp. Misses the 3. Hornets leading by 6. Here's Wesley. He drains it from beyond the arc. Wesley's got 9 points.
David Wesley has a nice looking release on that 3-point shot, so you got to respect him from there.
Here's Bremer. Pass to Sundown. It's Pierce on the wing. Lots of room. And it's good off the glass. Pierce has got 9 points now in the quarter.
I tell you, when you watch Pierce work, he is well calibrated for the mid-range game.
And the Hornets call time here.
Here we go, Boston.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Hornets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Ogman. And here is Wesley. Outside, Davis. They get the rebound. And Campbell throws it down.
Boy, cleaned the glass nicely, and Campbell put it right back up and down.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside, Williams. Left side, Walker. From downtown, it's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wesley the pass to Davis. Brown kicks to Davis. Pass to Campbell. Outside for Davis. No good from outside. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Hornets leading by 9. The high post shot, and the jumper is on the mark. Davis has got his second basket.
I like to see Davis shoot it from there. Very effective in the mid-range.
Williams with the ball. He has yet to score. Pass to Baker. Campbell grabs the board.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Davis. Now Campbell. Here's Wesley. That three off the mark. Celtics trail by 11. The kick out to Walker. Rebound, Davis. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the New Orleans Hornets. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Augman. Clock at 6. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And putting some power behind it. Nicely done.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. On the wing, Walker. Boston again missing. Pass to Augman. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Augman's got 4 points this quarter.
You got to keep your feet moving down low, and that time he did just that.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Boston. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out New Orleans. Right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
Well, I think for Boston, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Here's Alexander. 5 points in the game. Fires from the wing. That misses off the backboard. Here's Williams. Evan Williams slams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
It's Pierce on the wing for the 3. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Pierce, terrific off the catch and shoot. So smooth with that stroke.
Davis kicks to Brown. Here's Alexander. 7 points in the game. Offline from the high post.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now here is Davis. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Alexander. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Davis is a fantastic deep ball shooter, torching defenses with his perimeter game.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Pierce. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Williams. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Baker. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-7 run. Mashburn. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Bremer. It's Pierce on the wing. Driving the lane. And another miss by Boston. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Mashburn. He's guarded by Williams. Mashburn, no good. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Walker's shot is off. The Hornets leading by 15. Pass to Brown. Davis looking for an opening. Tries the spin move. Back to Brown. New Orleans moving the ball around. McClure, the pass to Alexander. And the three off target. Left side, Davis. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Boston shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. It's Pierce on the wing. To the inside. Here's Baker. Hornets with the rebound. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to McClure. On the wing, Brown. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Celtics trail by 17. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. The kick out to Pierce. And that's collected by Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Alexander passes to Brown. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
I think he'd love to have that one back. Got the ball right where he wanted to and couldn't convert.
And so it's New Orleans out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul Pierce.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Bremer. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Walker. And count it from 19 feet away. Walker's got 11 points.
And that one looked good the moment it left his hands.
Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass.
That is Baron Davis at his best, taking it right to the rack and going at defenders.
Celtics trail by 17. Here's Bremer. And it's Pierce in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. Pierce has got 22.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's McClure. Pass to Wesley. 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. The shot by McClure, no good. Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And a wide open look for Walker. And the Celtics another 3.
Confident shot, knew he wanted to fire and did not hesitate.
Davis, the pass to McClure. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists in the game. Boston's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Now here's Davis. He's got 11. Fires for 3. Rebound, Boston. Walker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Jamal Mashburn can certainly take over a game and doing just that here in this one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Here's Bremer. He's guarded by Davis. Outside, Walker. Right wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Boston, no good that time either.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Wesley the pass to Brown. Bounce pass, Davis. Wesley up top. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Wesley missing. Celtics trail by 16. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Walker's got 16 points.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And we're seeing more and more high schoolers coming straight to the NBA. Some wish the league would require players, Greg, to wait a few years first. Why is that?
Kevin, I think the concern is talent evaluation. But if you give high schoolers an opportunity to compete at a higher level, scouts should have plenty to dissect.
Now here is Davis. 11 points in the game. Pass to Mashburn. Now Wesley. Inside. And Davis puts it in. And it's 13 points for Davis.
Baron Davis, one of the more powerful and strong guards in the league. Aggressive in the lane because he has that strength and confidence.
Here's Bremer. Here's Pierce. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, sometimes you have to go through the defenders. That's what he tried to do there.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
I think they've taken a major step in the wrong direction when you talk about their foul shooting, guys. I mean, they're not even close to what they shot last year.
First free throw is good.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
That one misses. Hornets leading by 15. Here's Wesley. Excellent D there from Pierce. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Walker penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 18 points in the game.
And look at how mobile Walker is. Terrific at just attacking the rim there and finishing.
Davis, the pass to Mashburn. Boston grabs the miss. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's Pierce. And it's Pierce with the jam!
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now here is Davis. He's got 13. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's McGloire. Off with the layup. Celtics trail by 11. Outside, Pierce. There's the 3. The rebound by McGloire. McGloire's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Takes a step back. Davis inside. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Outside Williams. Here's Bremer. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Pierce. Shot clock at 5. That shot off. Some solid defense from Brown. Now Davis. It's Wesley on the wing. He's got 9. McGlure the pass to Wesley. Now Brown. Now Wesley. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Wesley. Takes the 3. Runner grabs the board. Celtics trail by 13. The kick out to Williams. Here's Sundov. Here's Bremer. On the wing, Williams. The rebound by McGlure. McGlure's. The Hornets leading by 13. Davis, the pass to Brown. Back to Davis. From the arc. Nice D from Williams.
Yeah, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Pass to Pierce. And Walker kicks to Pierce. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Not backing up or backing down. Pierce knows he's got to keep going after his shot when the defense is trying to be tight on him.
He's off on the first. That's off as well, so he misses both. Hornets leading by 13. It's Wesley on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Ogman. Lets a floater go, and it's Wesley missing. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pierce, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Pierce not afraid to seek out that contact inside.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
That's good from Pierce. And both free throws good for Paul Pierce. The Hornets leading by 11. To the wing right side. Here's Ogman. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Celtics have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And it's in there.
Everything is falling for Walker. He is dominating this game.
And the Hornets with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Moiso. Still without a basket. Here's Wesley. Hits it from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Here we go, Boston.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Williams. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's McCarty. Back to Williams. They set the pick. Pierce with it. Picked up by Brown.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
New Orleans leading by 10. Pass to Mashburn. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mashburn's got 19 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now here's Pierce. He's got 27. Baker, no good. Stolen away. Dealt the pass to Baker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Fantastic work from the big fella inside. Baker's teammates know he can do damage in there.
Pass to Campbell. Now here's Brown. Outside, Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mashburn. The three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Delp, and he drives in, off target at the rim. New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, when you go to the rim, you better bring it or it's going to get rejected.
Now here's Pierce. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the results, you see why.
Here's Alexander. He has 7. Outside, Davis. And the Hornets miss again. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Williams passes to Dell. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Pierce. Over Mashburn.
Vin Baker. Second personal foul. First team foul.
New Orleans leading by 10. Pass to Alexander. And here is Brown. Outside, Davis. Campbell kicks to Alexander. Out to the wing. Brown outside. Left side, Davis. From past the arc. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's 31 seconds left in the third.
Demonstrating some power right there. Love whenever Baker just throws it down with force.
And here is Davis. 15 points in the game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. For New Orleans, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Now here's Williams. Still scoreless. Out to the right wing for three. The shot that time not on target. And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hornets. Pass to Alexander. Over to the wing. Here's Moiso. Here's Augman. 6 to shoot. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Augman's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for New Orleans. Celtics trail by 12. Now Williams. Left side Williams. Outside Walker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Pass to Moiso. Williams against Davis. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Celtics. Sundov has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Williams dishes to Walker. To the left side wing. Here's Delp. Outside Williams. No good with the triple. That's tipped. New Orleans leading by 12. Alexander in the post. Working on Walker. There's the pick. Davis has the open look. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Delp. Williams kicks to Walker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Walker's got 22 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Here's Moiso. And that one drops. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Davis against Williams. Pass to Walker. Here's Delp. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page and fast.
The Hornets leading by 12. Here's Moiso. Back to Davis. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Delp. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Pass to Alexander. Here's Moiso. On the wing, Davis. He's guarded by Williams. There's the pick. And it's Davis missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
The lead now cut to single digits. Delp's got his first points of the game.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
It's Davis with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside, Walker. Pass to Delp. Williams in the post. Here is Sundov. The rebound by McGlure. McGlure's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Alexander. Outside, Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Davis. And the Hornets making a change here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Beautiful looking shot that time from Pierce. He can beat you from anywhere.
Hornets leading by 8. Here's Alexander. Pass to Mashburn. Shoots over Walker, and that one's good. Mashburn. Mashburn's got 21.
And Mashburn is a really good small forward now. A terrific shooter who scores well from the mid-range area of the floor.
Williams against Davis. Walker the pass to Pierce. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Baker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one.
Textbook screen, which leads to the nice bucket there.
Davis, the pass to Mashburn. Rebound, Boston. Walker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to McCarty. Back to Pierce. To the paint. Here's McCarty. Back to Baker. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. Hornets leading by 8. Now here is Davis. He's guarded by Williams. Davis drives in. Williams with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Davis. Here's Alexander. Down low. Here's Mashburn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Is such a skilled player. Mashburn can be a handful to keep up with as a defender. His game has that interesting mix of physicality and agility to it.
That one is off. The Celtics call time.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pierce with it. Working on Alexander. Baker, no good. New Orleans leading by 6. 13 feet away. And again, no good by New Orleans. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. He trains the quick shot. Walker's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Davis, the pass to Mashburn. to end the drought. Yep, that one goes. Mashburn's got 4 points this quarter.
He's hit shot after shot. I'd keep feeding him. This man is on a mission.
Williams kicks to Walker. Pass to Pierce. Back to Walker. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. That's 28 points for Walker.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Shooting for New Orleans, Baron Davis at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. New Orleans making some changes here. Jamal McGlure coming in for Eldon Campbell. And it's Wesley in for Alexander. He hits the second from the line.
But making it a 2-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Here's Bremer. He's guarded by Davis. Bremer passes to Walker. Wesley against Williams. Back to Pierce. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Hornets ball.
The Hornets leading by 5. Outside, Davis goes up from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. And that one is good.
And McGlure knows how to use his size on the glass. Outstanding work right there.
Boston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Outside, Walker. Pass to Baker. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Davis with it. Inside.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
The Celtics call time. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Bremer. Now Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And it misses. Hornets leading by 9. And here is Wesley. Lays it in off the window.
High percentage if you can find a window. Great job.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Wesley. Here's Mashburn. Oh, good on the layup. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And he can't stop the run as that misses. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Davis. Cuts off the pass. Takes one up. Got it to go.
Great poise and agility. You knew Pierce would get that to fall.
Shooting 1.
throw good, Paul Pierce. And it's Davis with the ball for New Orleans. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now Brown. Strong move off the glass. The Celtics call time.
Celtics call timeout. Here we go, Boston. Now,
Walker in the post. Brown's there. And the shot goes in.
And you know, anytime Twan touches it, he is thinking one thing: bucket.
The Hornets call time. Right side, Davis. Here's Mashburn. He's guarded by Williams. Puts it right back up and in.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Hornets.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Davis.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Outside Brown. So we see the Hornets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.